Today we are going to talk about improvising over the blues and what are the most common scales that you can start using for improvisation. So we're going to go over a few scales. We're going to go over the blues scale, the major pentatonic, the minor pentatonic, the dominant scale, or also known as Mixolydian, and the bebop scale. And do not fret if these sound unfamiliar to you, but basically these are all the scales that you can use to improvise over blues. We're going to use F blues because that's just my favorite blues. So, you per dominant chord in the blues, you can pair a scale with, right? But for now, because this is a basic beginner concept, we're just going to do it, since it's an F blues, we're just going to use the F blues scale, the F pentatonic scale, the F minor pentatonic, the F dominant scale, and the F bebop scale. Because basically, those will work over the whole form of a jazz blues. So this is also assuming that you know the progression, or you have played through the progression of an F blues. So let's try first let's talk about the F blues scale. So the F blues scale, starting on F, is going to be F, A flat, B flat, B, C, E flat, F. So let's talk about this. So it's 1, flat 3, 4, sharp 4, or what we call the blue note, right? Because it has that rub to it. The 5th, the flat 7th, and the roots. So those are our notes. F, A flat, B flat, B, C, E flat, F. Right? So that one's like the go-to if you're first learning how to improvise on a blues. So let's play through a blues. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there, I just at the end went straight up the scale. So that was just an example of how you can, use the blues scale in the context of over the entire form of the blues. So let's try our F major pentatonic scale. So F major pentatonic, F, G, A, C, D, F. Well, that's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, back to 1, okay? I mean, this one you can use over the whole thing, sure. I think, honestly, you'd probably want to use this over the context of just an F chord, because there's certain notes here that would rub with other chords in the form, right? Like the 4 chord, B flat 7. So, but let's go for that one. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Simple. Okay, let's do our F minor pentatonic. We're plowing through it. F minor pentatonic is F, A flat, B flat, C, E flat, F. Okay, so basically this one, it's basically like the blues scale, but you don't have that blue note, right? The B natural. So that's 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7, back to 1. Let's use the F minor pentatonic scale through the blues form. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's try the F dominant scale. So this one is another one because it has more of a majory sound to it, minus that flat 7 that's in the scale. The F dominant scale, I would recommend just using it over the F7 chords, mainly in the blues form, but you can use it over the full form. F dominant scale, or F Mixolydian, is F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E flat, F. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7, back to 1. So it has a flat 7th because it's a dominant scale, right? So it's very similar to the major scale, except instead of a major 7th, it has a flat 7th, right? Because that if we played the major scale in an F blues, F major scale, that E natural, that natural 7th, that major 7th, would be rubbing all sorts of wrongs on an F dominant chord and over most of the form of the rest of the chords. So let's play our F dominant scale over the blues. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Let's move on. We're going to do our bebop scale. So our bebop scale is like the mixture between an F major scale and an F dominant scale. What does that mean? Well, it has the flat 7th and the natural 7th. So our scale is like this. That chromaticism is really nice for when you kind of want to cascade down the scale. And so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7, major 7, back to 1. Okay, so this one is literally called the bebop scale because it's like of that era, you know. But it's really nice chromaticism, and let's try using it. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I did a little bit of a blues lick at the end, so I cheated. Sorry. But there you go. So those are the 1, 2, 3, 4 scales that we can use over, that are just some type of F scale that we can use over the whole form of the blues. So I hope that helped. And drop a comment if you have any questions or if you'd like something else covered. Okay. Thank you for watching.